This place needs to be manipped, and then you have a hard fight at the end. And then after this, at the very end, we have to fight Mummy Queen as Friedan, which is really scary. And if you die, you go all the way back to Cress. Alright, enough delaying, enough stalling. Let's get a run started, and let's not die really early. It is very rare for me to die in the prison, but I never call it a stupid death because prison is insane. Like, if you really think about it, there is no other dungeon in the game like the prison. You have these spike balls that are like obstacles and traps. You have the falling spears. And there's nothing else like that in any other dungeon. There's nothing else like that that's, you know, like traps and timers on traps. It's really interesting that they decided to front load like so much kind of crazy stuff in the first dungeon, and then they really back off from it. Could you imagine casually if Mew had like those spike traps during the two-tile hallways and had falling spears, where you've got the flashes spawning on you? It'd be crazy. Same thing in Sky Garden and Diamond Mine. So many dungeons would be like so chaotic if it had those kind of obstacles, but it's just a prison. And in the speedrun, it's a nightmare. Casually, it's not so bad because you're killing enemies, and then once you reach one of the obstacles, you just wait and then go through. But in a speedrun, it's brutal. It snowballs so hard. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just starting. I'm not watching the intro again. Oh, idiot. Alright, let's go. I'm 99.9% sure. In fact, I'm like pretty much 100% sure that having a save already does not change. No, it doesn't change the RNG, because otherwise the warps would be wouldn't work the same. So this is fine. Oh my gosh. I can't run. What's going on with my quarter circles? Yeah. I need to... Damn it. Alright, definitely need to warm up. That's for damn sure. And I was really surprised when I initially looked and saw that the world record is 157.52. Only 3 minutes 20 off any percent. No wrong warp. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm consistently failing the... So I have a movement technique where I do a quarter circle, let go and then repress to get a quick dash. I use it for one-tile movements and for turns that I have a long time to anticipate, like this one. So triple dash, quarter circle up. That was pretty good. Instead of just letting go here, there, quarter circle to the left and then let go, tap left. Instead of just going like down, neutral, left, left. I failed at that. But you see how it lets me turn and then start sprinting immediately from a walk? Really useful. Like that. So I'm like walking up 1 second and then just the next thing I'm running left. Here I just want to see that red pixel to the left of the door. And then I know I'm standing in the correct spot. I'm quick with this menu, you won't hear it. Okay. Barely. Alright, don't mess up. Time to focus. You little rascal! Ah! Okay, that was good. That was actually really good overall. I got a little bit squeezed after I hit that switch and I was trying to get past that skeleton, but otherwise, solid. No funny business there. I did come up with a setup, but I don't want to mess it up, so just gonna like that. Alright, don't take any damage. Oh, wow. Almost ran into that. Hello, Clicks. Thank you for the good luck. 5 out of 6. This is the final one, and it's going to be a doozy. In terms of actually completing the run, this is by far the hardest category. In terms of not completing it and not making mistakes, it's absolutely by far the hardest category, so this one might take me a little bit. Hulk had a really good run. One failed warp, but everything else was spectacular, so... Oh gosh. I did, I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve though. I did find a few time saves. Okay. This is a really good time for a 318. Oops. Oh, DMA. New path in here, I'm gonna mess it up. Yep, damn. Actually, very slightly faster to do that. But I've been done the other path for years, so it's gonna take some adjusting to get that done. Wow, okay. It's fine. It'll do. I 1447 is good. This is really good, actually. This is ahead of average. By about 2 seconds. Risky text here. Okay, good. Oops. So this one is an awkward menu. Down, down, right. Hey, apparently you can't guard there. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, run please. Okay, these next two screens can kill you. Okay, good. One more dash. Good. If you're a little bit slow there, you'll get hit guaranteed. If you're at a certain pace. Here, this bit's random. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, okay. Oh, I did not think a double six was happening there because it was so far apart. Risky menu here coming up. Ooh, that's scary. fast. Better. Fuck. Too fast on one of the swings. And he gave me good RNG as well. Damn. That was my bad. The ref, well, actually no. I fail semi-frequently, but that is always the fail. Or 90% of the time. Too fast. That's okay. Hello, Maury. Maury. Okay, so now we are behind world record with that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Text. What's good? Everything so far. Just chilling. First runs at this category. Let's see what happens. How about yourself? Oh gosh, how about yourself? Ugh. Oh man, good movement, but I hesitated. Got stuck on the door. Oh, brutal. Damn, spoke to her 3 times. Not great. Fish, please. Okay, decent. Decent. Hello, Queenie. Thank you for the good luck. Look at my final split name. Oh gosh. That was pushed me slightly too early there. Hey Shift, hey Shinsero. Shinsero? Okay. Hope everyone is doing well. Alright, fish please, come on. Insane start. Great. Fantastic fish. Oh, okay. Whew. I messed that up. Oh yeah, Queenie, just you watch. I won't forget. Besides, I'm not going to get it today anyway. Let's be real. This is a hard category, and Hulk's run is fantastic. If he didn't miss the warp, it would be insane, and I would be sweating, because this would be very, very difficult. I mean, it's still going to be very difficult. I have a feeling this is going to be actually pretty damn brutal. Oh gosh. Not yet. Yeah, that was really good. I'm just gonna walk here actually. Oh, what am I doing? I was a little bit off. A little bit of RNG here. Let's see what I get. Best RNG. The right guy moved forward first. YOLO, 50-50 here, sub-pixel. Nice. Impossible for me to tell if I would get that, but I went for it. Alright, Diamond Mine. Scary dungeon. Hit that switch twice because it's buggy. Switches are pretty buggy in this game when there's an entity near them. Okay, that technically saved a bit of time, but now this is more dangerous. I saved like half a second there because I was allowed to move in the cutscene because I took damage. RNG though. Oh gosh, don't move right. Thank you. You bugger. Alright. Very annoying room now. Hate this room. Nice, good start. Decent. Good, actually. That music sting there, not the music sting that happened right then, I used that to judge where I was, and usually that happens before I even break the wall. So the fact I was in the next screen, I'm happy with that. And the damage boosting is perfect. I do have to be careful though. If I fail one particular dash, I will die. I did come up with a strat where you can take the damage boost and just walk through, but it's a bit dangerous and I'm not confident with it, so I'm not going to do that. We're just not going to fail the dash, surely. Okay, good. This guy can kill me though here. There we go. That's good movement. Use that red jewel because that position that I just opened up is going to be where I get the purification stone in Seaside. So it's a nice, convenient menu. Don't leave left, good. He actually gave me the best RNG there, where he was just like turning on the spot, and whenever he does that, he like never moves left, apparently. So as soon as he did that, I knew it was good. Alright, another dodgy room now. Half of it is manipped. Kind of. Well, the purple enemies are manipped. As long as I don't mess up. Oh, messed up. Ah, that was bad. That was bad. Oh, come on. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, so that was not manipped. That was a really poor attempt. The first eye that hit me, I basically want to have movement in a particular way, so I could just run past them, but I was slightly off. Health, I don't want to take damage, there's no point. 3 hits is going to kill me regardless. Alright, quick escape at least. But that intro was bad. So here I'm going to take 2 hits. There, boost me up. There, boost me up. Taking the damage, but getting knocked in the direction where I want to go. So just a little bit more optimal. And me going off track to take those hits was only a tiny little bit, so ultimately it saves time. But overall I lose a second to the optimal damage boost because I will have been forced to take 1 extra hit. Oh, get out of the menu. Decent. True, Micklevol. Asking the real questions here. Sky Garden, please don't be unkind. Oh, I've got a new route here. I'm going to mess it up for this. I'm going to mess this up for sure. It's fine. I'm going to go for it though. Pretty good. Basically, you want to go for the telescope first. Then run down right and hold B till you interact with the camera. At that point, you can just run left and you don't have to worry about Neil. It's a little bit faster because the normal strat is to walk right, then walk to the telescope. Whereas here, you run to the telescope, run there, and then it's a little bit faster, but it is a bit more difficult. Saves like 0.2 seconds, but still. Got the pixel. Damn it, I forgot. Alright, enjoy your lunch. Nice. Got the triple guard dash. Wow, this is really good for a non-one cycle. What? This is really good for a non-one cycle. What the hell? Oh gosh. No. Okay. Okay. Nice. Didn't lose a second to RNG. Love that. Unless I get hit here. Nice. So here I want to take 2 sets of 5. There's... Never mind. There's 1. I want to get boosted left. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Just don't get hit here. I will free dash him right, so he's closer to the chest. I believe this menu is down, which is very weird. No! Oh, oh gosh. What's my split? Okay. Nice. Okay, well there's a time loss. I just got massively confused. I need a new keyboard. I pushed my old split, which is actually still does it, but it's like that key is doing multiple functions. I almost ended my bloody splits there. No. Okay. Don't hit me. Okay. Very important that he didn't damage me there. That would have been really bad. Okay, back onto the run. That was not good. I need to focus because this part's really dangerous. I'm on the correct split. Go down, please. Thank you. I didn't want to have to deal with 2 heads here. Good. Don't mess this up. Haze or Illusion of Peak? I had both, actually. Oh, gosh. Oh, I actually think I prefer Peak of Gaia. Right, now I've got to run up here because I used it in the wrong bloody spot. Good job. Future time save. Okay, well, this was a really good run for a non-one cycle. Now it's about what I'd expect. Oh, that's like a quadruple dash here. Damn, I don't know which one I menued. I don't even know if I did menu. Oh my god, my menus might be cooked. No, I menued. Okay. No! Okay. That is dangerous movement, what I do there. If I fail that dash left, I'm going to jump straight back down and lose like 12 seconds. Okay. So, this worm should not be here. Nope. Okay, I think I figured that worm out now. You have to look when you jump at what the worm's doing to determine if he's going to be up there or not. Yeah, a bit of a scuffle. The splits there. I need to remember not to use page down because apparently it's serving as my end, like reset splits game, and then it's asking me do you want to save your splits because I've got goals. That's really unfortunate. Okay. 2, 3. Please don't go high. Okay, the bad RNG in the first half, I ended up missing the opportunity to get like 5 hits because Viper did a very far dive. I couldn't have predicted or reacted to that. But the second half was really good. So this would be like 47-48, yeah. It's an okay fight. Nah, when you miss a duel in these categories, you know whenever you do a menu because the menu is just not what it's supposed to be. And it's like, it's really jarring when you go to menu and then you go and equip something that's either not there or it's just a red duel instead. The first time that we can 100% know if I've got all the jewels is after I beat the vampires. We'll go to the jeweler and you pay attention to the text. You should be able to see 24. Oh gosh, text. Speaking of. Alright, let's focus back into the room because here comes Mew. And Mew does not mess around. Oh, too early. Bad split here. Future time save. So now this menu is where I used the menu in Diamond Mine, so it'll be up one, like that. And my menus, I've got every jewel, my menu's correct, because I'm going to now pick up a jewel, which is going to go in that slot, and then I'm going to pick up the Mew key, and my inventory is going to be full. And the key is going to be in the very last slot. So definitely got all the red jewels so far, and there's only one in Mew. We'll grab this one here, which is going to go into that slot we just used. Number 12. 13, sorry. Yeah, learning the menus is a big thing for these categories, because if you don't learn them, you will lose a lot of time fumbling through them across the run. And if you make one mistake and use the wrong jewel, it can change your menus a lot. And if you forget to use a jewel at a certain time, then here I would have to use a jewel before I pick this up. Otherwise you'd lose time because it would just say your inventory is full. The menu in this category is optimized, because we don't have to do the pyramid. All the others are optimized outside of one menu that we just have to do to get rid of some jewels. There's nothing you can do about it. Alright, here we go. Focus time. This dungeon can just absolutely destroy you. Not really much I could do about that. Oh, come on. So we don't need to use an item in that menu, because we have enough free slots for this dungeon now. Ooh, okay. Oh, come on. Hello, Sin. Thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing well. Good amount of health here. I would really like to not get hit by the flasher, but it's random. After I hit this golem. Okay, good. That was bad. Again, please don't hit me. It's random, can't do anything. Yeah. And you may think, oh, well, if you stayed at the top there, you'd have been fine. If I stayed at the top and I didn't do that movement down, he would have spawned at the top. They spawn relative to your position. So if you don't change the RNG, but you change your movement enough to where you're not in the same place, but you haven't changed the RNG, then they'll just spawn at the same position relative to you. You really cannot get out of their way if they don't want you to. You just get unlucky. It's kind of unfortunate. And it makes this dungeon extremely difficult until you're like really well experienced. Oh my gosh! Okay, he woke up straight away. Oh! Okay. Oh boy. So yeah, when you're first starting out, and even when you've been running it for a while, this dungeon is pain. Absolute pain. And tricks like this are really scary. And they're really scary for me if I mess them up. So this dungeon is a real nasty one. This guy can spawn on you, but I can do that. If I'm lucky, then I'll hit him if he spawns on me and I won't take damage, but it's not guaranteed. Oh, okay. I really didn't want to take that hit. I didn't want to take that hit, but I guess I ended up taking it anyway. Alright, I cannot get hit by a blue slime on the way back through that screen. Otherwise, the flasher can just kill me randomly. So actually, I lied a little bit. I said that there's nothing you can do. Technically, if you know when they're going to spawn, you can do a jump attack. So you have iframes during the spawn. You can do that, but it wastes like a second each time you do it. Alright, please don't give me 1 or 2 o'clock. Good, 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 good. Be at the top. Good. Okay, good. Because this guy here can spawn on you. And he does 3 damage, and the slimes do 4. It's not just that there. Yeah, look at this. That was... Oh, I had to lose a little bit of time there. He would have hit me going back if I didn't accelerate or keep my acceleration. That was disgusting. Well. Could have been better, could have been worse. What I want now is to jump attack, not slide. Slide is very bad. I want to jump attack. Okay, I didn't want to hit him, but it only costs frames, if you know. Alright, here is a little bit of scary RNG after this cutscene, though. So equip the statue in here because the loading coming out of that menu is instant. Because this is a tiny room and the game doesn't have to load anything. But when I come out of here, I have the choice to go left or right. If I go right, I pick the safe option, but I guarantee have to wait like 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. Or I can go left, which adds risk, and this is my vampire health. But I can save like 2 seconds. I'm going left here. So now I've activated that golem early. Hopefully he's not walking up and down this hallway. Damn it. Okay. Okay, if I do that, I don't lose any time. So this is just as fast as doing the right-hand strat. But I had to make sure that I hit him 3 times with that slider. Which means I had to slide really close to him. If he hit me, it makes vampires so much more difficult. So it's risky. Ooh, that was a weird spawn for the flasher. That was an invalid tile. He was like blatantly on an invalid tile there. So one of the biggest glitches in the game just activated here. Unfortunately, it's not super useful, but I'm invincible right now. But that's going to go away as soon as I load this next screen. And we don't need to do that, but because this is the health that we go into vampires with, we really don't want to take damage, so do it for safety. It's a very easy glitch. All you have to do is on a chest that has the fanfare, you just slide into it and hold up. Like that. Any chest that does this, dun, 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 if you slide into it and hold up, you'll be invincible for that screen. You can also jump attack and hold up. Any move that has iframes, you'll basically lock them in. And, yeah, invincible. Unfortunately, it's this screen which sucks. There's one, there's two. Okay. Two more whiz ropes to avoid. I'm moving in a particular way here to reduce the chances of having one spawn in my face. By loading in more areas of the map where they could spawn that's not in front of me. Alright, here we go. Good old vampires. Every speedrunner and casual player's nightmare. Don't know where he's going. Okay. Come down. Thank you. Ah! Bullshit. Heinous RNG going on right now, chat. This is bullshit, man! Damn, 96 is not what I want. Overall, it's a fine vampires fight, especially since I only used one herb. Yeah, I know, but... Oh, bugger. It's not what I'm looking for, but it'll have to do. He really messed me around there. The kill on her was good. Damn it, I should be doing that on that text box. That's hard. This is hard to do. I'm doing my inputs with the same timing as the... And it turns out to skip the text pretty damn well if you do that, which makes sense. Okay, so we pick up a jewel here. And now, if you try and pay attention to the text, you go through, you idiot. You might see 24. Yeah, I saw it. see 12, then 24. Alright, don't mess up this dungeon, because it's a pain in the ass. Yep. Oh gosh, I think if I was one more pixel to the right, that wouldn't have worked. Oh, that wasn't great. You can tell if your slides are good there if you actually kill him on the 4th slide. Do a Psycho Dash down there to avoid randomly... Oh my gosh, dude. Go! Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. Psh. Okay, no joke. Twice during practice, I forgot the jewel coming up here, and I had to restart my practice over again. Twice, I couldn't believe it. So we do not miss the red jewel here. Very important. Oh my gosh. Pick up the herb. There we go. Oh, bit sloppy there, for sure. Could have been better, but future time save. I've never been a huge fan of this area. This should be right down, yep. Good, good. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of this area. Speedrunning or casual. Oh my gosh, okay. I definitely lost like 7 or 8 seconds in there. Okay. I didn't think it was that bad, but yeah, wasn't great. So I've had really bad fingers. Even the 3, sorry, that I did in practice were not good. I don't want this run to be the run where I get like a great fanger because I'm not practiced with the warps at all. It would be very bad. However, this is the final dungeon coming up before everything changes and the run gets very likely, in this run's case, messy. Alright, a little bit of like a sub-pixel setup here, 50-50. I have to react based on what happens. Oh, okay, I didn't react super well. Still, overall, very good. I don't think you're actually forced to use Shadow in any room. Actually. Definitely not 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6. 5. I actually don't know about 5. But at the very most, you're only forced to do room 5, if that. Don't get me wrong, it's a pain in the ass to do it as like free dan. Like room 3 is free dan. Okay, bad movement there, but it's okay. This will be tough. Yeah, this will be tough. Well, it's not doable now. That was a bad hit. Damn. It's the damage that I care about there. Not so much getting 2 spares instead of 4. Oh, that damage sucks. Definitely not gonna damage boost through the snake now. So we'll lose like a second or so there. Damn. Oh, come on. So I'll slide this guy. Normally you would damage boost through him, but it's a bit dangerous with Sandfanger dealing 9 damage. Oh my gosh, you imbecile! Oh my gosh, my brain was thinking that I moved too far down, and by the time that I realized that I didn't take damage because I didn't move too far down, I didn't go back up. You dumbass. Holy moly. What is my brain on right now? Very silly. Very silly. To be honest, I think I'm just a little bit nervous for what's coming up. Nope, wrong room. So normally I'd want this split to be like 403, between 403 and 405, but I think this is going to be like a 409, maybe even a 410. Yeah, I think it's like a 409. So, future time save. Definitely got a bit sloppy after Vamps, that's for sure. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Okay, technically, so 3 eggs, but that is technically better than an average Fanger. I had 0 verticals, which is kind of crazy, but 3 eggs. That is the best RNG I have had in the past, like, 17 Fangers. That's not a joke. And it is just slightly better than average. But it's the best Fanger I've had for the past couple of months, so I'll take it. Welcome back, Queenie. Right after Fanger. I doubt we're ahead of world record now because of the sloppy. The past 10 minutes have been sloppy, and world record had four eggs. But that's a nice little like baseline split. Actual average Fanger, a little bit better than. But technically I missed a couple of hits. I think I missed 2 hits, so ignoring the verticals. But taking the misses into consideration with the fact that I had no verticals, I think overall the time ended up average. I spent a whole day, like a year ago, looking at the Fanger and the time discrepancies that everything causes. So here I don't actually have to rush. The most important thing here is to make sure that I have this text box as little as possible. Yeah, that wasn't great. That wasn't great. Because we have to wait for this petal, this lily pad, not petal. And when a text box is up, the game pauses. So you want to have that freeze as little as possible. Okay, here I want to look up, it's important, so that when he speaks here I can hold B, walk up right, and then push A, and just get straight to that glass. It's really bad that I need the bathroom, and this run has still got another 40 plus minutes. Oh boy. Yep, insane path in there. What the hell was that? And now the run officially changes. I mean, I can pause, I'll lose time. I'll lose time if I pause. But technically, yeah. I always think it's this text box, but it's not. It's this one. Yeah, I mean, that's the player's choice, though, right? That's the runner's choice. All right. Okay. So now we are gonna get 3 apples for Anne. There's 1. Avoid the NPCs. There we go. Okay. There's 1 apple. Damn. It's pretty precise timing. You need to do that. I was a little bit early. It's 2 apples. Because we're not coming back to... Well, we are coming back to Europe, but we're not properly coming back. Oh, you... that was dumb. That was dumb. I shouldn't have readjusted when I went down the ramp. Really dangerous. Again, future time save. Oh, okay. So I've got the red jewel. Grab that jewel. Go here so we can actually go to Crass. And then we actually grab this now. So we're not going to grab the strength upgrade in that house because it's actually not really useful for this category. Oh, I did not mean to run there. Just wanted to walk down. So we don't wait in line in this category because we don't need the health. That's only in 100%. So I got Anne's jewel, the alley jewel, and that hidden jewel there. Now we're going back to Watermere. So that's 3 jewels. We're going to go back to Watermere to get 2 more jewels and then hand them all in. That puts us at 34. And then we're going to go to Cress and the game's going to get different. Should see 34. Yep. Slow with that menu just to make sure, because it's an additional input, so you can't buffer it. There we go. So I'm not going to talk about the warp or describe it while I'm doing it because I'll fuck up. not technically out of bounds. Just out of intention, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. Complete sequence breaking. Oh, that was the wrong way. Okay, good. Gotta be kind of precise there to get the double hit on that skull. How Will can control himself at that speed, I have no idea. I think we've all been there when you've like ran down a hill and you've gone too fast and you actually have to keep running just so you don't fall flat on your face. I think we've all been there. But Will has the knees of a champion. Oh, we don't do that, you dumbass. Oh, you bugger. Psh, it's fine. Oh, it's tricky to get past that gold skull, oh gosh. That assumes we've all been outdoors. Fair. Fair. Alright, how much lag did we get? A lot. I can tell a lot. Ugh, God. The reason I knew we were going to get a lot because I didn't see any fairies early. You want to see 2 pairs of 2. Any more than 2 on screen doing their attack and it gets a bit too much for the game. Alright. Okay, don't kill anything here. It's always nerve-wracking going. This is my first attempt, you know, like, I'm not even on, like, insane pace, and I'm nervous. It's scary. Gotta do 3 of these damn things. Any mistake here is a 40-second time loss, minimum. If I die after the warp, it can be up to, like, 5 minutes time loss, depending on... So reset the console, save, reset to get the vanilla default RNG. Walk out this dark space, and now I'm going to shut up. Got it. Ugh. So this was discovered about 5 years ago. It's the wrong warp. for Illusion of Gaia. It's very tricky. You have to do a specific setup from vanilla RNG, but you can warp to any screen in the game. If you want to beat all the bosses and you're including warps, this is the fastest way to do it. So we're at the end of Angkor Wat here. I'm just gonna get Will. If I die now, I go back to Cress. Oh my gosh. Also, I don't know how much damage I take. I think it's normal. I need to focus a bit. Cannot autopilot now. Okay, Warp 1 was a success. So you can warp into this screen right here, but if you do, it plays this cutscene immediately, but it doesn't trigger, so you actually have to speak to the ghost and then watch the cutscene again. So we warp to the end of Angkor Wat, grab that jewel with the spin dash like I did. Get the Gorgon Flower, because we need the Gorgon Flower, because there is one jewel locked behind the frozen statue in Native's village. So we have to grab this. We actually don't need this to progress, because we're going to do some other funky stuff. We're actually going to, like, break the cutscene. Oh, like, break the logic in Native's village. Have to wait here because that orange head is actually random with when he starts moving. So we grab that one jewel, start and run there. Grab this second jewel. So this is a reroute from me. This saves 10 seconds over world record. There. And now we're going to go backwards through Angkor Wat. Grab this jewel here as well. Have to be very careful not to die in this next screen, otherwise back to the beginning of Cress. Bad RNG. Oh, okay, it's fine. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Oh my gosh, please, stop. Oh my gosh. Please don't. Oh my, I saw that fly standing still, you little ass. Okay. Grab this final red jewel. And now we death warp. And time for warp 2. But we cannot grab Freedan in the dark space with aura barrier. Oh gosh, I'm an idiot. Because it has aura barrier. So we actually have to grab Freedan here. And now we'll actually be doing this run twice, and because of the randomizer from years ago, there is a 4-second time save for each time. The world record goes the right lane, down the right hand side lane here, but if you go this lane here, it saves about 4 seconds. You will get hit by this guy, but it doesn't matter. So that's a 4-second time save. That guy always hits you, it's a jerk. I hate that fucking spider. ideally you don't want to take damage here because when we save... Oh. When we save, we'll heal. So it costs time when you take damage like this, but it's my first run, so I didn't need to do that. Also very important you don't kill any enemies on this screen, otherwise the warp does not work. I saw Queenie, I saw. Must have been a scary decision. I will, don't worry. So again, I saved and reset to get default RNG so I can actually do the setup for the wrong warp. Got it. And now we're in Babel. As Friedan, we're not supposed to be Friedan in Babel, he's supposed to be Wilher. And now, this part is really scary. So because I did the warp on a specific frame and position, the RNG is actually locked. I know what RNG seed I'm on. So we're going to manip half of Babel. Ah, that was up. If I fail this, it is a huge time loss, and I'm probably going to fail this. But when I enter the cast-off's room, you're going to see a glitched sprite, because it's loading Friedan's colours while it's trying to load Will. I was a chicken. I was a chicken there. I didn't want to get hit. I die in 2 hits in this place. And with the manip coming up for this vampires, oh god, this is stressful. With this manip here, I'm guaranteed to take 1 hit. If I fail this, I lose minutes. Stressful. Very stressful. This has to go exactly how I want it to. Even a tiny mistake destroys this and I'm dead. Oh my gosh, that is so scary, man. That is incredibly scary. Alright, so now that that went how I wanted it to. Fangin will give me 2 eggs. However, Mummy Queen is gonna kill me in 2 hits, and I do not have aura. So I should just be able to walk down. Yep. Okay. I was gonna say Queenie, yeah. Nah, Queenie one-shots me. There's nothing I can do about that. Alright, and yeah, Mummy Queen is a really scary fight. I have no aura. I know that she's going to start with a, because it's Manips, I know she's going to start with a Lightning Ball into Earthquake. After that though, the Manip's gone because it's a frame-based thing, because of the spirits, there's nothing you can do. Can't Manip this fight. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my gosh, you dirty devil. I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble! Oh my gosh. Holy RNG. Holy RNG. Oh gosh, that scared me.
I love you. You better dedicated this to me.
Oh, we'll see if it even... This is my first run. Thank you for the 55 months. This is my first run. It's not gonna... World record. Okay, so now... Gonna grab this. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, dude, that was not good. So we grab the jewels in Dow. And then I'll drop them off at the jeweler, which should put me at 43. If it's not, it's GG. And then we do half of the pyramid. $92? Okay, I went way overboard. $43. We do this here so we actually get access to the pyramid. I need to make sure the pyramid's actually right here. Yeah, okay. So we need to do some of the pyramid because we need the jewels. But we're actually not going to grab any hieroglyphs. We don't need them. Oh, room 5 is... Yeah, I'm gonna do a safety strat for room 5. Yeah, it costs a second, I have to. It's a really dangerous strat if you don't. Just did those 4 swings so I can see that second fireball. Because I'm going to grab this chest. That fireball's kind of in the way. That's fine. I have to make sure that I grab that and get hit by that. Otherwise I lose a crap ton of time. It's scary. And you have to be really quick. I know, was not comfortable, so I'll just take the second there. Oh, 4, not 6. Autopiloting. So now we head back to Mount Crest, but we got to do the entire walk back. We can't die anymore because we've loaded checkpoints. Sorry, I don't know these menus. So we're at 48 out of 50 jewels now. And the last 2 are in Natives Village. So the game's gonna do this here. This is when you first arrive. But I'm going to use that, grab that. Now they're going to be there. I'm just going to go back to Cress. Or back to Euro, which is down. There we go. So it doesn't actually let us go forward from down there, because we haven't done the cutscene. But we don't need to. Hamlet does not burn in this category. So this warp here is the warp that World Record had to reset on with a failure. Okay. Hello, Solar. Oh, and you can choose to pick Shadow here. We're not, because we need Freedan. I had to just violently cough then. Had to mute the mic. Psh. So this fight coming up is brutal. Oh my gosh. Stop being so low down! This is bullshit, chat. This is bullshit. Oh my gosh. That was early. Oh. On the wrong side. Fuck. Damn, come on. Yes! Yes! Not sure if I was supposed to equip something. I have to menu there, otherwise you can't leave this screen. Yeah. Don't know where that was. Down. Okay. Now we go to the mansion. Teleport to Dark Gaia. We just do the end of the game now. I'd say this is mid-tier, casually to beat this game, Edward. So hopefully I've got 50. Okay. Don't die in here. Unlucky. I have to kill him. Oh my god, this is bad. Unlucky. Slide him, kill, okay. No whip, one whip's fine. Don't mess this up, dude. Yeah, that fight used to be more annoying, but about 5 years ago I came up with a strat. It was funny, I was on stream and I said, that's it, I'm done with this fight. I'm going to figure out a strat. There has to be something. And 1 hour later, I came back with a sick strat. A rando? I haven't played rando in so long. If I get the world record by then, sure, because I don't like otherwise I don't want the randomizer to throw off muscle memory, which it absolutely will do. That's your point. Ugh. Okay, 5 minutes 10 seconds. Damn it. I'm a bit of a dummy, so that menu, when I said I wasn't sure if I was supposed to equip something, I should have equipped the aura. Because I need the aura, so I need to menu the aura. Oops. And I still need to do IOG no damage. I don't know why you put a kappa there, because, I mean, that's happening. I cannot believe I nailed all 3 of those warps on my first attempt. And I did the Vampire's Minute, and I didn't choke on either of the 2 harder Mummy Queen fights. Just normal Mummy Queen has got a good chance of killing me, let alone no aura and Freedan. Also, my RNG, I had like two bad patterns for the Freedan fight, but that's still really low, considering you have to go through 9. Holy...
You better dedicate this to me instead of Queenie.
Sure thing, no problem. Oh my gosh. $80 months, holy resub. That's a long time, Solar. I don't know where Aura is. Yep, sick menu, by the way. Six, seven. Oh, gosh. It's so true. It's so true. The controllers have been huge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh gosh. Stressed. Yep. Big stress. I think I need the 3 cycle. Oh my gosh, I just messed up. No. Okay, I need. Oh, you fucking idiot. 1, you idiot, you absolute tool bag, you absolute buffoon. 2, 3, oh, you're an idiot, man. I lost 5 seconds there to RNG. 10 seconds to RNG. No, don't do this now. 1, 2, 3. I can't believe I just fucking did that. Holy. Oh my gosh. Alright, so as of recording this, live streaming this, it'll be recorded on YouTube. This is the final world record for this category for me. I've got all 6. This one was supposed to take a bit longer than 1 session, but either way, I have all, as of today, as of this, recording this today, I have all world records in this game, and all 6 of them are dedicated to Queen Anne Bay, who's been an absolute pillar of support for me over the past 5.5 years now. I'm not sure if I'll keep all my world records, because this one's definitely beatable. Like, you could get the 1 cycle, you could get the 4th egg, you could not lose 10 seconds in the Angel, or a combination of 10 seconds in Angel Dungeon and Great Wall. I had a bit of a cock up there with, oh no, I messed up the first cycle for phase 2, but I got the 5-5. But he did give me, which is, to be in my in Gaia's defense, Gaia's RNG for me this past 2 months has been crazy good. That was the worst RNG I've had from Gaia in a long time, and it was just 2 extra attacks costing 5 seconds each. So that Gaia's RNG did cost the sub 157, but also some of my execution earlier cost it, so it is what it is. Damn, I cannot believe I got that on my first actual... The first attempt, I messed up in... I died in the prison. Very first attempt today, I died in prison. The second attempt, I messed up something in the South Cave. It wasn't the Manip, but I messed something up. Oh, no, it was. I messed up the... yeah, I messed up something in South Cape. But then this third run, boom. And my time going... I need at 1904. This is a really good split for a non-1 cycle. That means I would have had an 1850 with a 1 cycle, which I think is the fastest time I've ever had in the All Bosses routes, or the dual categories. But I knew I had a good time coming out of vampires. I knew mid-50s without a 1 cycle is really good. Or mid-56s, I mean. I'm sorry, I've not looked at chat at all. Chat, thank you so much for the GGs. Holy moly. Thank you so much for the GGs. You did miss it, Ishradam. But the VOD will be up. Yeah, the trick to this category is to do everything right and never doing anything wrong. And there are so many things. First off, the fact that I succeeded all warps, all like, because failing one of those warps is instantly, even if you fail it at the earliest possible moment with the spider, minus 40 seconds. Or plus 40 seconds. It's an immediate 40-second time loss. If I died to the Mummy Queen fight as Freedan after the 3rd warp, it loses like 3 minutes. Sorry, it loses like 5 minutes because you have to run all the way back through Cress, reset the game, load up the game, do the warp, do the fight again. It's like 5 minutes. The punishment for failure in this category is the worst in any category. Same thing in Angkor Wat. If I like died in that flower in the garden on the way back, which I almost did, I was 2 hits away from dying. That's like a 6-minute time loss because I have to warp to Angkor Wat. I have to go through Cress, warp to Angkor Wat, and then run back. And with the 2nd warp where you do the Babel manip, which again I almost failed that manip. So I hit Jack 5 times, and then you want to walk down and left, but I actually didn't. I didn't walk down properly, and I was stuck on the same plane. It is extremely likely that you take a hit from Jack's body hitbox when that happens. I was having a lot of difficulty in practice avoiding that, and then I realized you have to walk down a little bit more. But it's like almost frame perfect with the 6th attack after you turn, if you do it like how I did it in this run. So I'm incredibly lucky that I didn't fail that manip. If you fail that manip, you die, you go back through Crash, you warp there, you go through it's, yeah. Every warp failure, like I said, 40 seconds. Any death inside of them is minimum 4.5 minutes. And it's brutal. World record, wow, it was a 52. Holy, I almost beat it by a minute. And that's without the 1 cycle and 1 worse egg. So Hulk failed the warp, which costs 40 seconds. So if he succeeded the warp, it would have been a 157.12 from him. So this still would have beaten the world record if the world record didn't fail a warp. So I don't have that like clutch of, oh, you only got the world record because you actually didn't fail a warp. Not failing a warp is huge for a start, but I'm glad that I ended up beating it and not needing the 40 seconds from that. But I can't. But last session, I did my first attempt to beat Dark Gaia and I got the world record. I kind of expected that I would get that on the 1st or 2nd session because I'd improved a lot since I did that. But this category with all the bullshit, I figured I'd make 1 mistake and then that immediately means I can't get world record. Except if I failed a warp and then everything else was fantastic, like world record run was. Damn, I'm actually a little bit gobsmacked because I was expecting to go at this for about 3 weeks to a month. Yeah, it's back to no hit until I beat that or I figure out something else to do alongside it. I would like to figure out something to do alongside no hit. I don't want to just be on no hit because I think eventually that's gonna get. I'm not sure if people will enjoy watching just no hit since it's not even like a real category. It's a challenge run and holy, what was that?
Get your WR leaderboard pizza. Also, are you retiring?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm retiring from streaming. That's right. Yeah. Queenie, thank you for the £20 tip donation. I will indeed get myself a pepperoni and Naduzia sausage pizza. But yeah, no hit. I'm gonna suck at no hit because it's been a long time since I've done that. And when I was doing no hit, I was playing. You know, I keep saying that back in April, May was my peak, but I actually think I've re-grabbed about 98% of. I think right now I'm pretty much at my peak. I'm alongside where I was in April, May. I'm not better than I was in April, May. Absolutely not. But I think I've like recouped all my skill again going for these categories. These categories can be beaten. This will be a tough category to beat though. Holy moly! Like I did make some mistakes in there, but this will be bloody tough. All bosses no wrong warp as well. Also, it's gonna be bloody tough. Beat Dark Gaia. In fact, they're all just gonna be tough to beat, but they're not quite as fine-tuned as any percent and any percent no wrong warp. Those two are like really bloody optimized. But yeah, if I didn't make the mistake in Angel Village and Great Wall, and this was down another 10 seconds, I think it would actually take me a while to beat this. Like, this wasn't a case of, oh, you got world record on your first attempt at this run, you could easily beat this. No, that was a good run. That was a good bloody run with no mistakes. No major mistakes. Could I beat this? Absolutely. Of course I could. It would not be easy though. Grime, I've never heard of Grime. Alright, while the credits are going, I'm gonna watch all the credits because it's custom when you get a world record in this game. They are like 20 minutes though, which is why I'm just yapping. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna quickly see who's streaming. Okay, well, chat, you've got a choice there between Zatox, who's doing some Lufia 2. The actual main game is speedrunning that. No manipulation, so no RNG manip, just going through. We have Clicks, who has started doing the any percent grind for world record in Secret of Evermore. And we have Zeal, who's just chilling, playing some Alundra, 100%, just casual playthrough. If I was to pick who I am going to watch for a bit while I order a pizza, I think I'm going to watch Clicks. So that's where I'd be inclined to send you over to. I love a bit of Secret of Evermore. It's a fantastic little run. I did run it myself for a bit. I actually came up with 2 strats for that game, only tiny. Both of them saved like 3 seconds in total. But the 3 seconds when you're as good as like Soccer Stew, Solar, and Clicks, 3 seconds in the any percent run is like massive. It's huge. It's huge, so I'll take it. But Secret of Evermore, good little game. And this is a bit blasphemous to many people, but I vastly prefer Secret of Evermore to Secret of Mana. I know that's like a really hot take for a lot of people, but for Mana, my issue is the... it's not really my issue, but I think the vibe of Evermore, the audio design, is just better. Don't get me wrong, Mana's got fantastic music. I think overall the music in Secret of Mana is better, but the audio design, it doesn't hit Evermore. When you're walking through the first 5-10 minutes of that game and you're in the jungle, you can hear like the deep growls. Oh, it's so immersive. I never played it as a kid, but if I was 6 or 7 years old, just being in the environments would have made me feel like I was there. Like when you're in the marketplace, you can hear all the chatter and stuff going on. It sounds so organic. I love the audio design of Evermore. And another aspect that I love about it, which is really good for the speedrun, is it's super glitchy. It's super broken. Which it's really fun to mess around with the broken mechanics of that game. And the tricks as well for the speedrun are really precise, really tough, but they're also really fun. Like Thrax intro, the later stuff when you're going out of bounds with the dog and you're doing Coleoptera, the strat for a faster Coleoptera, it's all super fun. Hey, Mr. Vinland. So I may have missed some people in chat who said GG. Sorry if I did. Oh, like Physics Shebang. How you doing? I don't think I said hello to you today. Yeah, Evermore, fantastic game. Love it to pieces. I did a first playthrough of that at the end of 2019, the first year I streamed, and I beat the game, and I immediately, next stream, played it again casually. I had so much fun, I wanted to play through it again. I think a lot of people who played Evermore when they were younger have very fond memories of it. But the popular one obviously was Mana. Also, I think the speedrun of Secret of Mana has got a really cool speedrun. Like, it's got the one player, two controllers, which is crazy. I respect any runner that does one player, two controller. That would destroy my brain. Like mad. Like, I know Zasox has done one player, two controller Secret of Mana runs, and Zeal as well. I could never do that. It's just, it's too much for my brain. And it's got some weird, like, it's got a weird duplication on, I think it's a dupe glitch. It's a money glitch, but if you stand on a certain pixel and, like, deposit inventory or something, you, like, dupe glitch. It's got some funky glitches, but it's, they're not quite Evermore level. And in terms of a speedrun, Mana is more brutal in terms of RNG. Like, there's so much randomness in Mana, that alone would make me not want to run it. I don't mind a bit of randomness in my speedruns, evident by me running Illusion of Gaia, which is backloaded with RNG. But huge RNG spikes every 5 minutes is not my style. Come on, credits. Game just kind of weirdly goes through parts of the game. So, like, here it's supposed to be the raft. I mentioned this last stream. I don't think Kara's hair wafts in the wind like that in the game. There's a couple of sprite work that's used in the credits that's not used in the game. Like, Lance, Lily, Eric, I think Eric, and Kara all running. Which, whenever you run in the game and someone's following you, mostly Kara, she'll keep up with you, but she'll just stay doing a walking animation. It's really weird. I'm going too fast? What do you mean? I'm going too fast. I'm a speedrunner. That's what I do. It's my job. Oh yeah, I don't think it does, because I'm pretty sure she's always looking horizontally, and I can't even speak. There isn't an animation when she's horizontal. I've never played Star Fox. I've seen it, obviously. Who hasn't? But I've never played it. So when you actually run, it does. It does add extra weight to stuff that's being loaded. So when you're in Cress in the warp room that's notoriously laggy, if you're walking, if you're walking and lagging, there's a running animation there. If you start sprinting, you'll make the game laggier. So it actually, having a sprite run does add extra load to the game. It's also evident in the mansion. Sometimes actually walking through a little section can be better than running if you're lagging a lot. Never really paid attention to that plane. Is that supposed to be Mew? And then it just cuts straight to Babel. Nice. Oh, maybe that was just for Babel. Like I said, it goes through parts of the game in chronological order, and then it just like skips a bunch of stuff. As if the credits weren't long enough that it couldn't contain everything, they just show a bit of it, I guess. And it randomly just shows that old man from Inca for some reason. We don't even speak to him in the speedrun, we ignore him. I don't know what is in. Are they like fans in those? I don't know what those two old men are holding. It looks like a fan. Oh man, no hit is gonna be brutal. My PB for no hit is Mew. Just after getting the second Statue of Hope, so a minute away from vampires. Enix before Square, a different time, yeah. I played this, which was Enix. Then the actual next Squaresoft game I played was The Bouncer. What a game. Then after, I'm pretty sure The Bouncer was Squaresoft. Then it was Final Fantasy X, then Kingdom Hearts 1, and then when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, it was Square Enix. Thank you for playing. Thank you for not killing my world record at any point. It's crazy that this run is only 2.5 minutes slower than any percent. And yet we collect all the jewels, we go through the mansion, we kill Solid Arm. Just that warping about saves about 10 minutes. I've played Evo. It's a classic, that one. The end. Again, all my Gaia world records, as of this point, are dedicated to Queen 8. Enjoy them.